but I'm not fully there until I'm there. And I know I'm gonna be by myself, so.
Okay, that's fair.
I can ask you the same in that one.
I mean, you can ask me if I'm scared to move to college.
Oh, that's true. That's a good question.
Okay, I don't know if I would be scared to move to college. Okay, I think I would be scared to move to college, but that's the plan. If I do go to college, like, I think I'd start out of 2-year school, and we have a 2-year school, like, 10 minutes away from our house. So I wouldn't have to move for that, obviously. I just realized my hair was brushing up against the microphone. That's probably not good. So, like, if I was at a 2-year school, I wouldn't be scared or anything. But if I actually moved away, that would be, like, a big deal. I would be so nervous. I just can't see myself doing that. Yeah, I can't see myself moving away to college. But my mom was like, there are 2 things that I'm not going to do. I am not going to move away to college, and I am not going to homeschool my children. That's what my grandmother told me, and I am homeschooled, and she moved, I think it's like 20 hours away from where she went. She went from Connecticut to Florida. So that's really far. And I guess, I never know what's going to happen. So.
Yeah, it's like now that you say like homeschooling, I have like that's something that is I don't know if it's new in Panama, but I have heard about it.
Yeah.
Which actually I kind of like enjoy, but depends. Like I want to have my D1 baby, so so it will be good. So it's like they can study, but they still have time to practice and get like really good at everything that they do. So I'm actually like I like the homeschooling. But seriously, like here in US, it's like the school is free, something like that.
Okay, so if you send your kid to the public school in your city, it's free. Private schools, really expensive. My little brother's about to go to a private school, and that will be really expensive. But yeah, public school's free. You might have to buy like the books. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
PDF.
But, like, okay, I take that back. Okay, public school's not free. You pay taxes. But that's just like we're used to it. That doesn't mean we like it, but we're used to it. So that's how we prefer our public school, and our teachers get underpaid.
Okay.
Just sad. Okay. Is it my turn to ask you a question? I have another question. It's just not on my notebook. Bye bye notebook. I don't need it anymore.
No. Oh well, that one counts as my question. Yes. What's your other question?
What?
That one, the homeschool counts as my question. What's your question now?
Oh, I don't. Wait, I mean, look on your iPad because I wrote one of mine on your iPad or something. Okay, what is the word you say the most? she has a
Depends in what language
though. Okay. In Spanish, what is the word you say the most, and what does it mean? She doesn't want to say a bad word.
That actually changed my mind.
Yeah, you have to say what it means. Okay, what is the word you say the most, and what does it mean? Okay. Okay, then you have to say something else.
I don't have a word that is coming to my mind. It's not a swear word.
She admits.
I'm sorry. I mean, it's like it's not that I say swear word, but it's like it's not a swear word at all. But it is a swear word. I don't know if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
It's like it's not in Spanish, but yes in English.
Okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, it's gonna.
no, for that. What about in English?
Okay, I won't translate it, but yeah, I will say it. I'm sorry, Mom, but chucha is the one that I said was in Spanish.
Okay.
In German, it's Scheiße.
Oh, okay.
And
what about
ich trinke Milch. I don't know. I kind of like that sentence. Thanks to Duolingo.
I know what that means. Isn't that the cat drinks milk?
No, I drink milk.
Milk. Oh yeah, I knew it was milk. I knew it's milk. We were talking about Duolingo the other day.
Yeah, it's like I'm in an intensive course of German in Duolingo. And
she has a big streak too.
Yeah. What's the word that I say a lot in English? Maybe dance. Yeah. It's gonna
We
be that.
dance a lot. Word. Okay, I talk a lot, so. Okay, so off topic. But I was talking to this about my friends the other day. Whenever I say something, it brings to mind when I said like a song or like a viral audio.
Yes.
So when I said I talk a lot, that brought back to mind I talk a lot, so you can just tune me out or whatever the audio is.
Yeah.
So people just learn to tune me out. Anyway, I talk a lot, so there are a lot of different words I say. But if I mess up, I'll just go like blah 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 blah.
Yes,
I say that more than any one word. Then I say obviously it's not a word. It's just a thing that I say. But yeah, I'll just go blah blah blah. And I did that in my play. So I was in a play a couple months ago. It was the Chronicles of Narnia. I was actually Susan, and it was in the scene that Aslan dies. And he had just come back to life, and we're talking, and it was like, but how, Aslan? And it came out, but wow, and I went blah, blah, blah. On stage, and Aslan just went magic or whatever the word was. It wasn't magic, but it was something like that. So yeah, I guess that's probably like it's not a word, but it's probably the word that I say the most.
That's true.
So.
Because you do say that one a lot.
Or bleh, bleh. And in Spanish, because I don't speak Spanish, the word that I say the most is de nada.
Yes.
Because she'll be like, gracias, and I'll be like, de nada, and then she'll go,
Eso, mommy! Okay, I would say that's my actual phrase that I say a lot. Eso, mommy, or mommy.
Okay.
That means like mommy or, yeah. Okay, that's my next question. Okay. Do you remember the first time we met? What was your first impression of me?
Okay. So we have to do like a little backstory of why we're friends because I live in Alabama. She's from Panama. And we met in Iowa. So let's just kind of how we met and why you're in Alabama right now.
You want me to start?
Okay, I'll start. I'll say it. Okay, so my brother graduated high school, and he was like, I want to go to college, and he was like, I want to play baseball. And he was like, I don't really like, he wouldn't have really gone to college other than if he had a baseball opportunity. So he had a baseball opportunity in Dordt, which is a college in Iowa, and we really liked Dordt because it's like a nice Christian college. Their teachers seemed really nice, and like it was all very Christian. And so they met there and started dating. And that they're not together anymore, but they started FaceTime with her and stuff, and we actually pretty close over FaceTime. And then we met and we're like, yeah, I really like you. So,
Friends, the day that they went to Iowa, I was so nervous. Because I was like, I don't know what they think about me.
I was so nervous to meet you. Because even though we had talked over FaceTime, I was like, what if she doesn't like the real me? Like, what if she doesn't like me in real life, but she doesn't FaceTime? Like, I was nervous.
That was exactly what I was thinking. I mean, it's like, I know, like, I'm crazy, so and also have, like, this change of energies. Most of the time, we're, like, up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know what they think of me.
Yeah.
So I really was like, eh. But yeah, like, we actually ended up being, like, pretty close.
We were really
like,
close.
Really close.
So, the first time I met you, okay, so when did we meet? Was it in, like, February or March?
Ooh.
No,
Because I will be on season by then. It wasn't in October, kind of the Thunder days.
Okay, that's when
when you went first time.
Yeah,
when I saw you guys.
Yeah.
The first time.
It was either in January, February, or March. Yeah, that's like a 3-month difference.
It was like.
I think it was March.
Yeah, something like that.
But okay, so we moved Ethan up to college in like August. I remember that because we were traveling on my dad's birthday, which is August 24th. So we moved Ethan up to college in August. Never saw her then. Nobody knew her, obviously, because he was just moving up there. And then in October, they have this thing called Defender Days, and like family can come, and it's like this big thing at Dordt. You could explain it a lot better than I could, but me and my little brother. I can't remember who else was there. I think it was me and my brothers, and my mom and grandmother, because my dad didn't go.
Okay, pause. So you went to the... Okay. Okay, I was like, then you have saw me first. Okay. Yeah, keep moving the story.
We went down to, I don't know what it's called, but it was like a game room. It had, like, 4 pool tables? 2 pool tables? 3 pool tables?
3 pool tables.
A lot of pool tables, a foosball table, a couple bowling alleys. Like, not like high-tech bowling alleys, but bowling alleys. They're kind of old. But we were playing pool, and yeah, there was at least 3, maybe 4 pool tables. And Ethan had one of his friends from the baseball team, and he was playing pool with him, and me and Evan were playing pool on a different pool table. And I see her. I'm like, oh, she's cute. And I was like, I really like her style. And she's wearing a high ponytail. And I thought she was so cute. Didn't say anything, but Evan actually walked over to her and started like trying to play on her table.
Yes.
And you were kind of talking to him a little bit. I was like, oh, that's really nice. That's like really sweet of her. So I liked her without even saying a word to her. And then
I know that.
Yeah, I remember. It was the first time I saw you, not the first time I met you. Then we were at a different part of the campus, and I saw you again, and you walked by, and like we waved because we had seen each other.
Yeah.
So then March, it was before that they started dating, but fast forward to March when we like actually met each other. I was like, I saw you before. And I remember the first time we met, and like we were both really nervous, and the fact that we were both really nervous calmed us down. Yeah. Like a lot. So yeah.
And it's like, I think like the best part is like we actually ended up matching like the energy, so it's like it was not like one is like overwhelming the other one is like we both were like up here. I didn't know that. Thank you to my tutoring for engineering. No, because it was actually my tutor. He was late. I don't know, he was working on something. I think it was like his senior project, so he ended up coming late to the class because it was usually like 7 to 8. Mm-hmm. And I was like, he's not coming, so I'm just gonna go and play pool. I was so addicted to play pool because I was a lot. It's actually like how we actually start like talking with her brother, because I was like, oh, he likes pool. No, he said, oh, she likes pool. And then technically like that's how we started.
Yeah. I remember you were, okay, you know how I joke about how you're short?
Oh, yes.
I remember being like, she's cute, but she's kind of short. And she was wearing like high-heeled boots or something.
No, it was not.
They weren't like, they didn't look like heels, but they were platforms.
I
they
know
were platforms.
Yeah. So, it was my black boots that had like these.
Like the ridges and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, she's still short with that.
I'm sorry, I was feeling kind of like cowboy-ish without the hat. Because,
That's not cowboy.
I mean, that's like the Latin version of cowboy stuff.
That's not our version. We wear that in Texas, and we're like, what is that?
No. Okay. So it's like my type is fashionist, so I was like with black boots, shorts, and long sleeve t-shirt, and ponytail. My mom said that I look pretty cute with my high ponytail, so.
Yeah, you had your high ponytail. I thought it was so cute. You also had like a headband or something on.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really cute. I liked your fashion even back then. What do you think about me?
So we actually started talking on FaceTime, and it was pretty. And okay, one person who actually talks a lot.
She says that. Yeah, she really does talk a lot.
And even in Spanish, it's even worse.
When she gets really quiet, I get nervous. I'm like, is something wrong? She's either asleep or something's wrong.
That's so true. Everybody thinks that.
She talks a lot and sleeps a lot.
And eats a lot.
And eats a lot. I was about to say that. There's another moment where you're about to say the same thing.
Yeah. Are you gonna capture your camera? What do you say?
We talked on FaceTime a lot.
Oh yeah, we were talking on FaceTime a lot. And it was funny because we were calling on his phone, and then it was me talking to his family for a long time. And he was like so quiet. I was like,
yeah.
Oopsie. Yeah. It's like I just feel like we had a match like right away, so
yeah,
it just was good.
And I saw you. Okay, so I remember he came for Christmas, and I was joking with him. I was like, because he had recently. I was like, so who cut your hair? He said one of my friends. I said, did it happen to be a girl? I was completely joking. He was like, yes. What's her name? And he was like, her name's Melanie. So I was like trying to imagine who this girl is. I was thinking like blonde hair, green eyed girl. Then he shows me a picture of her and I go, I've seen her before. I saw her playing pool. And I was like, yeah, she was there that day when we were at Defender Day weekend. So yeah.
I'm blushed now. But yeah, it's like I used to do his haircut, and when I used to do his facial.
Yeah,
I was like
facials.
Yeah, he doesn't like facial. Well, he let me do his facial. I was like, spa day.
Spa day. Now we just do spa days.
And then we just do spa day.
Like every weekend, like, what do we do? Oh, spa day.
But yeah, he kind of ended up liking somehow, and I ended up shaving his eyebrow, so he didn't stop complaining about it. Alright, you asked the question, or it was me? I think I did. Yes, yeah, because it was this one.
Okay, ooh, what's the most chaotic or iconic moment we've ever shared? That's a really interesting question.
I was thinking when we were catching fireflies.
That's definitely our most iconic. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So this is a story. In that week, I happened to break my toe. And, I don't know like what part of my foot, but it hurt really bad. I was on crutches for like a month. Side story from the side story. I pretty much break a bone every summer, so I have 4 broken bones, and so far this summer, broken bone. Hoping it stays this way. Hopefully I just jinx it. But yeah, that year was another toe. Another one. This time it was actually on crutches. It was like my little toe. And I was on crutches, and she came back, and I was like, yeah, I'm on crutches. So, like, the night that she was back, there were fireflies out, and we were like, let's catch fireflies. She can't catch, like, a single one. She's trying really hard. And I was literally, by then, I had crutches for a couple days. I was really good at crutches. I can go forwards, backwards, side to side, no-handed on crutches, because I had a lot of practice. So I was running around on my crutches, no-handed, catching so many fireflies, like, way more than her. No-handed on crutches, just, like... Gotcha! So, yeah.
I mean, that's our thing, actually.
Oh, I don't know.
The mute and the...
Oh, definitely. Okay, we were trying to do a live stream. I think stuff, and it's not working. It's being really weird. We were trying to do the blind deaf mute baking challenge, but we didn't have blind person. It was just us two. Mute, deaf, which honestly, like, if she was mute, did I really have to be deaf? Because we didn't have to talk to each other. I didn't really think about that until after the fact. But who cares? Anyway, so she was mute with duct tape on her mouth,
It hurts. It hurts a lot.
Yeah,
when
when
I
she ripped
took
it off, I was like,
out.
oh, there goes my hair.
I feel flexing myself.
Yeah. She was like, oh, wow. And I had her AirPods in, listening to Pandora with earmuffs on. I could not hear a thing but the music. And I was like singing to this country music. And I was like singing. And then I talked to her. And I'm like, I didn't know this, but I was like yelling. And she's like, and I'm like, am I yelling? And she was like, yeah.
No, it was. I think you were trying to tell me something.
I was trying to tell you like the order that we were gonna be baking.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, am I yelling? And she's like, yes.
Oh yeah, because I was like, yeah, I love that. I mean, you can watch the short version on my TikTok.
Yes, I need to post the short. It'll be like a couple weeks old, but I do need to post the short.
Yeah, so go and check it out. You will laugh. I was dying.
Yeah, she was dying, but also like I was trying to figure out if I could hear anything. So I put the AirPods in, I put the earmuffs on, and I go, say something.
And I'm like,
it was so funny. And then she was like acting like she licked it. She actually licked it and she goes, that was the most chaotic moment.
yeah. But it's chaotic but iconic at the same time.